Hey, what's up guys? So today I want to talk about the use of credit cards. So credit cards are for people that have self-control. So if you don't have any self-control regarding your purchases, definitely do not get a credit card. So you want to use a debit card and also have some kind of an emergency expense for those people who have no self-control using a credit card. But if you do have self-control and you treat it as something that has a limited value or limited cash value, then it's going to be a very valuable tool for you, because it's going to, number one, it's going to improve your credit score. So this will allow you to get the good interest rates or the favorable interest rates on big purchase items such as a mortgage. And second of all, you can get some cash reward for using the credit card. So every purchase that you make, you can get around 1 to 2% back on all your purchases. So if you do have a great level of self-control regarding a credit card, you should definitely use it. So for myself personally, I use credit cards on everything. So I use credit cards on all my food purchases, grocery purchases, all my utilities, and anything else that I can charge on my credit card. So that includes the gym memberships, again, like I stated, utilities, the internet, anything that I can charge on the credit card, which is virtually everything. So that's where it goes hand in hand with my 1 cent rule, where I have every penny utilized for investing. So there are cases where lots of gurus suggest not to use a credit card, namely Dave Ramsey, but it's geared toward people who have no self-control. So they may go crazy with purchasing, for example, vacation packages, any type of material goods such as clothing, shoes, etc., because they have a credit line. So the credit line is the maximum amount you can charge for your credit card. And some people utilize up to that amount, and they're paying minimums every month, and it's going to be accruing anywhere between 12 to 25% interest on that balance. So it's really advisable for you. I mean, you yourself will know if you are either a spendthrift or you're very conservative with your money. So only you yourself will know if you can handle having a credit card. So that's why a lot of college students coming out of school, they have a charge card, a credit card, and they're using it excessively and using it up to the credit limit. And it leads to a lot of problems down the road. So they'll be paying minimum payments, and they'll be getting behind the payments, paying so much interest on the credit card. So I really don't advise for people who have no method of self-control when it comes to purchases. However, people like myself who very carefully track purchases, I don't think it's a great problem and even an advantage, because number one, you're building your credit, and number two, you're getting cash back on purchases that you wouldn't normally have if you're spending a fiat currency or cash. And again, it saves you the trouble of actually withdrawing cash or all the pennies and coins that come with a cash transaction. So again, there's lots of benefits. So just to recap, number one, it's going to build your credit. Number two, it's going to give you cash back on purchases that you would make anyways. Number three, it automates a lot of things. So a lot of things like utilities and other bills can be automated through your credit card, so you don't have to spend extra time on paying bills. And number four is you don't have to deal with physical cash, coins, and whatnot, where it's gonna bog you down and you'll have to, I mean, it's more difficult to utilize all your change and whatnot when you're making additional purchases. So again, the bottom line is, if you do have self-control, definitely get a credit card for the advantages that I mentioned. And if you do not have self-control, absolutely do not get a credit card and deal with a debit card and cash instead. So that's it guys, and thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.